Hello again, all this Eatmopie, and the PTR is a little bit broken. Hey y'all, this is the Isle of the Thunder King. This is the new daily zone for the Alliance. Horde is on the other side. I think the quests are all very similar though. And basically the way that this works is we need to progress as a server so that we can enter the Thunder King's domain and be badasses and get our tier 15. But, as you can see, a lot of things aren't working right now on the PTR, and that's why there hasn't been very many update videos. It's really not worth showing you broken things that are going to change. So I haven't been. A lot of these quests, they're working fine, and they added some rare elites and things like that you'll see here in a few minutes, because I did find one, and there's a neat little item that they drop that I do kind of want to talk about. It's a new rare type quest thing. Anyway, so yeah, that's about it. The PTR is kind of dead right now. It's kind of boring. They're doing raid testing, but I couldn't find anybody to take me along for the first day of testing, and I don't think they've had another test since then. So we'll see what happens once they open looking for raid and things, probably next week or the week after, I'd imagine, and get all the mechanics and all that stuff down. We'll start doing a lot more raiding, and I'll tank it up and DPS it up and all that stuff like I tend to do. But until then, I'm just kind of hanging out. Now, another thing, Ravage, if any of you were subscribed to him, he got me playing League of Legends, and I had never played before about 2 weeks ago. So I'm learning League of Legends, and while I'm waiting for the PTR for patch 5.2 for updates and things to do in World of Warcraft, because playing live right now after playing 5.2 is very difficult. It really is, because there's such a huge difference between monks in live versus 5.2. And I know some of it won't stick, but I think the majority of it will. And it's just hard for me to play live right now. So I've been playing League of Legends. If any of you play League of Legends, feel free to send me a friend invite. It is not evilakurei. It's spelled just like my channel name, with not in front of it. I suck. I'm a complete noob. I'm only like level 8 or 10 or something like that. But anyway, this is one of the new rare elites, and you can see he has a fair amount of health, and you shouldn't pull out your images, for the record. And I didn't mention that in the last video, but you actually have a serious DPS loss when you pull out one of your images for a single target. They are for a cleave only. Yeah, it's very important that you do that. Well, don't do that, because as of right now, I'm doing about 50, I don't know, not 50%, but a fairly low amount of my normal damage, and it's not good. Not good at all. So I have been doing the DPS test and trying to figure out what stats and things to use, and that is one of the key things that I've tested lately. You do not want to pull out your images on a single target. They are for a cleave only. And if you have many targets, many high HP targets, they're absolutely worth bringing out. They do a lot of damage. Anyway, here's that item I was talking about. This is a quest item that drops from the new rares, and I'm not sure how exactly you make this work yet. But what it is a quest item to summon a larger elite that it says will take a 5-man party to defeat, and I would imagine he drops some pretty sweet loot. So once I figure out exactly how to use that, I will let everybody know, because that is very interesting to me and looks pretty freaking cool, if you ask me. I can see a lot of potential with that over farming for vanity items and things like that. Anyway, in case you hadn't noticed, this is just one of those update videos. There's nothing too exciting going on. In the background is me going through my daily quests on the new Isle, and when you turn them in, it says you get patch 5.2 Alliance reputation. or with the horde reputation. So it's kind of silly, and like I said, it's the PTR, it's early PTR, and a lot of things aren't working yet, or aren't working the way that they're supposed to. For instance, I shouldn't be able to do this with my images, but I am, because I'm awesome. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me. As soon as there is some updates that are worth me talking about for the monks in the game, period, then I will be throwing those videos out, or once I get into the new raids, so I can show you how awesome the monk potential is in patch 5.2, because I don't think I've expressed that nearly as enough. But anyway, thanks again for watching. This is Eatmopie. I'll see ya.